true life story from Opkilla. The people of Opkilla still tell the story. Every night, the villagers heard a baby crying from Mr. Osas' compound. No one knew the truth until you finished watching this story before the gods revealed what had happened. In the ancient village of Opkilla lived a poor man named Mr. Osas. He was known by everyone as the man with dreams bigger than his pockets. But poverty followed him like a shadow that refused to go away. Every night, his wife Osato would sit by the fire and complain bitterly. "Osas, every man in this village is making money. Look at us. Look at Ofure. She's 2 years old already, and we can't even buy her a new wrappers. If you don't find a way to make money, I will not give birth to another child for you." Now here's the truth. True parents protect their children, no matter the hardship. When money becomes more important than love, tragedy follows. Mr. Osas bowed his head in silence. His heart burned with shame. Even his family mocked him. They never called him to sit in family meetings. They said he had nothing to contribute but empty words. When one parent keeps pushing for wealth at all costs, they open the door for evil to enter the family. Peace is worth more than riches. One day, Osato came home with strange excitement in her eyes. Osato, smiling. "Osas, I found someone who can help you. He's a wealthy man, my old friend, and his name is billionaire Osazuwa. Go and meet him. He will show you how to make money." Mr. Osas, desperate and blinded by shame, agreed. He didn't know that this old friend, billionaire Osazuwa, was Osato's ex-boyfriend, a man known in the land for dark and dangerous powers. What comes through evil means will vanish, but what comes through patience and hard work will stand the test of time. Don't skip this story, because what happened in the end will make you question what true wealth really means. And the people of Opkilla still live to tell this story. That night, the man took Mr. Osas to a shrine deep inside the forest. The air was heavy, filled with whispers of unseen spirits. The trees whispered like they were alive, and cold wind brushed his skin as if unseen hands were touching him. Every sound made his heart race, but he couldn't turn back. When Mr. Osas reached the heart of the forest, the air turned cold. 3 red lamps burned before an ancient idol. The wealthy man's ex-boyfriend spoke with a voice that echoed like thunder. "Before you is the altar of wealth. You must choose one of these 3 sacrifices. But remember, once you choose, there is no turning back. And you must choose one. If you want wealth, you must give what you love most. And every man's wealth is measured by his work, either good or bad. And most importantly, wealth is wealth and money is money." If this story is already raising your heart, subscribe to ring the bell and like this video, because what Mr. Osas did will leave you speechless. Mr. Osas trembled. He thought of his daughter, Ofure, the little girl who always ran to greet him at the door, calling Papa with her tiny voice. But greed had already eaten his soul. "Osas, you came to seek wealth. The gods do not give without taking. Choose one of these 3 sacrifices, but once you decide, you cannot turn back." The first choice appeared before him, a calabash filled with red water. "The blood of your child will open the gate of gold. But take note, if you must use your daughter Ofure, here is what you must do. You will pound her alive in the evil forest by 12 in the night. Pound until everything became blood. Then you will put the blood inside a bowl and bring for the altar to drink. Then we will tell you what to do next, Osas. The gods are watching. One life must end for your fortune to begin. If you truly desire wealth, place your hands on what you love most and let the spirits decide your fate." Mr. Osas trembled. His mind raced. If I do this, I will be rich, yes, but can I live with her blood on my hands? Ofore is just a baby. He covered his face and wept. Then the second choice appeared, a burning coal inside a clay pot. Blind your wife with these coals. She pushed you into greed, let her eyes never see your riches. And after her blindness, she will run mad, calling your name round the whole village, and she must not see you, else you will die. No, I can't. Osato is my wife. Even if she hurt me with her words, I still love her. Then the third choice echoed from the darkness. You will eat no food except your wife's urine and your wife's menstrual blood. The day you test food, you will die. So either my daughter dies, my wife suffers, or I die myself. He fell on his knees crying. I'm not doing it again. I can't. Let me go home. As he turned to run, a mighty wind blew through the shrine. The fire in the lamps rose high, and a voice thundered through the forest. Osas, you have seen what no poor man should see. You have heard what no mortal should hear. If you go back home, you will run mad before sunrise. Mr. Osas froze. His heart beat like a drum. He looked back and saw shadows moving around the shrine, whispering his name. Osas! Osas! Tears filled his eyes as he whispered, I know I want to make money, but not involving blood. I can't sacrifice anyone for any reason. I didn't mean to come this far because of my wife, but I still love her. I love my daughter as well. Now I need to choose one, else I will die. What will I do now? He concluded saying, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, and like this video, because you won't believe who he decides to use for money. Then it must be Ofore, my daughter. Ofore, after all, my wife can still give me other children because she told me to have money, then she will have other kids for me, so I must do this. Not my will, but there must be a will, and let the will be done. And that was the moment he sealed his fate. When he got home that night, he quietly ran to their room and saw his daughter sleeping. Then he carried her, took her to the forest, and pounded her alive. While pounding, he was crying and telling his daughter, sorry, I didn't mean to do this to you. That night, he did the unthinkable. He sacrificed his only daughter for money. After pounding his daughter alive, then he took her back to the shrine to submit the blood. But the next step got him crazy, and he burst into tears again. Osas, when wealth begins to flow into your hands, you will never again hear the laughter of a child in your home. The spirit of Ofore will follow you, watching in silence. Each time you touch your riches, her cry will echo in your ears. But after the cry, more wealth awaits you at your door, until the day the gods come to collect your soul. 2 weeks later, wealth flooded his life. He built houses, bought cars, and wore fine clothes. Everyone in Opkilla began to call him Chief Osas the Rich Man. But inside, his heart was empty. At night, he heard the cry of a child, Ofore's voice calling him from the spirit world. He would run outside with a lantern, searching, shaking, sweating, but the sound always came from the mortar he once used at the shrine. No one else heard the cry, only him, and each night it grew louder. Mr. Osas crying and begging his daughter, Ofore, my daughter, forgive me. It is your mother's fault. The cry followed him everywhere, in his dreams, in his laughter, even in his wealth. Until one morning, he could no longer bear it. He rushed to the village square, fell on his knees before the elders, telling them to stop his daughter's crying. He began to run from door to door, asking to stop his daughter's crying, and they all gathered to ask him why his daughter crying. Then he started his confession on everything he did that was really not his will, but the will has already written. When the news of Mr. Osas spread across Opkilla village, the people wept, but the tears soon turned to whispers. Some blamed poverty, others blamed greed, but the elder said it was the pressure of his family that consumed him. Osato, his wife, sat in front of their empty hut, staring at the ashes of what used to be their family. She remembered the night she mocked her husband, the day she pushed him to make money by any means, and the moment she took him to meet her rich ex-lover. The gods had taken Ofure, their only child. Mr. Osas was gone, and Osato was left alone carrying a curse heavier than poverty itself. One of the elderly women approached her and said softly,
Osato, when a man's family turns against him, the wife must never join the fight. For when they forgive their son, they will never forgive his wife. You joined your husband in battle against his blood, and now see what it has brought you. Before his last breath, Mr. Osas confessed everything to the elders. He cried bitterly, begging for forgiveness. But it was too late. The gods of Opkilla do not forgive those who shed innocent blood for greed. The people of Opkilla still live to tell this story as a warning to anyone who harbors hate.